Okay. Hey guys, we are so excited and so proud of you. We are coming up on day 8. This is 7 days of our challenges and our assignments. And you know, the beauty of this is, even if you haven't been able to complete each and every task through to its entirety, no matter what part of it you're doing, you're gaining something, you're growing. And don't feel afraid that if you're not completing it all, that means you have to be silent. Just participate. Let us know where you are, what you're doing. And this is just 10 days of rapid fire challenges and assignments, but they are going to take you for the long haul. If you stick with them, go back and revisit them, and don't feel like it's an all or nothing thing. Because, you know, just like getting to any one point, whether it's with your health in a bad situation or whatever, it doesn't happen overnight, and neither is your growth. These are just things to kickstart us and help us who are on the road to Leaders Retreat and growing our business. So, you know, I think with that being said, we're all here for the same reason. We want to grow our teams. We want to gain new customers. We want to bring new ambassadors onto our teams, and we have dreams and aspirations of the prizes, of winning things like Leaders Retreat and convention credits, and everything that Plexus offers. I know that the 3 of us have a goal of getting to Hawaii and turning Emerald, just, you know, rather sooner than later. And one thing that I loved that Jodi talked about a couple of days ago on our day 7 with Diamond Docs was, when you sit down to watch those, don't just watch them and see them on the surface. Let them touch you. Let them stir something up in you. Let them take you to that place where you picture yourself there. What do you see? Like Jodi said, what do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself, and how do you see yourself portraying yourself on your Diamond Dock? Take that and own it and run with it, because it's going to happen. It is going to happen. If that's what you want, you're going to get there. We are going to focus today on how are we going to do that. Just another step in the process, something that Cindy brought to our attention and was fortunate enough to speak with Sapphire Ambassador Natalie Canavion. She speaks to this topic, and I think we've all posted about it. It's creating the magic, creating the momentum and finding the magic in the momentum. And that magic is an acronym, which is going to help us along some steps. One thing we all have to do: guilty, guilty, guilty as charged. Feeling sorry for myself. Complaining at one time or another that I don't have enough help from my upline, or, you know, from whatever the reason is. My downline won't do what they're supposed to. Nobody does what I ask. You know, whether I think those thoughts in my head or I share them verbally with someone, they have existed. But I've drawn the line. I've said, that's it. You know, and that's when, you know, I was able to break through that barrier and find my sideline partnerships and say, who cares? Who cares what has happened before or after me? Is it what's going to happen? This is mine. This is ours. And we're going to do this. We're going to create our own momentum. Just keep in mind, you're here and participating because you either are a leader or you want to grow your leadership skills. And you are going to, whether you have a team or not, even if you have a team of 1, you're a leader. You need to portray that to your team, even if it's a team of 1. One thing that is really important, and that's why I would urge you, regardless of what you complete, is to comment, to hold yourself accountable to someone. Within this small group, that's what we're doing here. There's no right, there's no wrong answer. You're not going to lose your job. There's no one that's going to get fired. This is your business. But we're here to help support you and to push you along. You wanted to be a part of this, and we're willing to hold you accountable. And that's something you have to do for your team as well. You're their friend, but you're also their leader. And tough love is something that sometimes you just have to kick in and, you know, say, look, this is what you asked for, and I'm going to hold you to the fire on it. So in doing so, we have to focus on our IPA. That is what's going to grow our business. That's what's going to make us money. That's what's going to help us grow as as leaders, and that is your income producing activity. And the way that we can do that using this acronym MAGIC, as Natalie has suggested to us, is it's really simple, but some steps that are going to take you outside of your box a little bit and hopefully get that momentum going for you. We visited our chicken list on day 4. Now, this is not the same thing, but you can refer back to that. The M stands for make a new list. Some of those people may cross over to this list because they're that important to you in getting on your team or as customers. But get out a pen and paper. Make 5 lists. 1 is going to be for prospects. 2, you want to know your current customers. 3, your current ambassadors. 4, which is a really, really good one, is your past customers. And lastly are your inactive ambassadors. You are going to be able to draw from those and potentially, you don't want to, beat a dead horse. It's, what does Eric Worre say? It's easier to raise the, I don't know, what is that saying, y'all? Raise the dead than bring back an inactive ambassador. And in some cases, that's it. But you never know where their interest may lie with our new products and new formulations to things. So make a list, make a new list, start fresh, and break it down by those 5 categories. I'm also going to load onto the event and the team page for you guys. If it's not already there, just to help you revisit it, creating your Frank's list and Eric Worre's Network Marketing Pro Memory Jogger. Great, great tips on where to think of people. The A, approach everyone. We should have already stepped outside of our comfort zone a little bit on day 3 with our stranger danger challenge and assignment. And this should be getting easier to you. The more you do it, the more natural it's going to feel. Natalie says, what I liked here is, what if I guaranteed you that by reaching out, you would gain a new customer or a teammate? What if I guaranteed you that a personal call or in a person-to-person meeting, that would yield you the best results? You'd get over your fears and you'd pick up the phone, right? Well, we don't have the ability to make those guarantees. But what we can guarantee you is if you don't make that contact, if you don't make that call, if you don't talk to that person behind you in line, you're never going to get that from them. But you know what? At the rate Plexus is growing and how we are absolutely exploding. I mean, the convention was a prime example of that this year. We went from 7,000 in Phoenix to, 12,500 in that grand arena at the MGM in Vegas, which was just mind-blowing. Someone else is going to share Plexus with them. If you don't, someone else will. And that's going to make you hurt in your stomach when your friend says, oh, well, yeah, Susie Q at my office is a Plexus ambassador, and, you never mentioned it, and she's been talking about it, so I just signed up under her. Don't let that happen. Share it immediately with those that you know. And those that you don't know, get to know them. Approach everyone. So, there again, we want to be genuine. We want to build relationships. It's not a sales race. So just, keep it real. Keep it real. I'm also going to post a great list of tips for talking to strangers. And perhaps there's a YouTube video or that I'll post as well. There's lots of good information out there to help you get over your fears. That's conversation starters and those kind of things. The G, this one is get people on 3-way calls. Or, as I would like to say, just get the conversation going. Day 6, a few days ago, Cindy did a fabulous job talking to us about 3-way calls. She gave us some great information, some great tactics, some of the benefits of doing the 3-way call on the Zoom where you can see the people with body language and how that subconsciously feeds into their decision-making process. Or she even introduced to us the idea of pop calls where you have a very brief, immediate type of call with a prospect and, oh, let me get so-and-so on the line. She has an amazing story about just that issue, and that'll give you some, advice. Or or information to think of. We're also going to have the 3-way call guideline that I worked up from a conversation or a Zoom we did with Diamond Ambassador Emily Fennell. That is something they work into their prospecting, they work into their new ambassador training, and they work into their team training. Really, really solidifying and building those relationships, and then watching them prosper and flourish and grow. So the G is get people on 3-way calls. One thing that I think we may have talked about previously that I like as an idea is from Stephanie Murray. She talks about doing a weekly prospect Zoom. And that is where you would just invite, 2, 3, 5 people to a Zoom just to chat, small, short, and sweet. The one thing you don't want to do is have it in your mind like you're creating an event and you're inviting all 800 of your Facebook friends every single time. You want to target them. Maybe have a Jewel or someone in your upline who has a specific success story with Plexus, and say, oh, you know what? I know 3 of my friends who suffer from diabetes, or I know 3 people who could really use the business opportunity, and Jodi's had an amazing success with that. So let's do a quick Zoom call on that and just really target, make those prospecting weekly Zoom prospects really targeted to a specific topic. Trying to pin people down can be really difficult, so give them 2 time choices. Hey, I've got Jodi who's going to be doing a Zoom call with me this weekend. We can either do it at 2 or 4. Which time could you join us? Because I'd really love for you to be on the call with us. Also, if the timing doesn't work out right, Cindy gave us some additional ideas. That it doesn't mean it's a bust. If you can't do the 3-way call, you can start a PM thread with yourself and your upline and your prospect. You can use voice messenger, same thing, a group voice message conversation on Facebook. The phone, you can pick up the phone and chat with that person, or you can get them onto a Zoom, which is today's preferred method because of the visual and the face-to-face contact. So we are off to I, which is initiate systems for duplication. There are lots and lots and lots of different training thought processes, lots of different training procedures and plans that are out there. And I know my team, well, from my own perspective, we've been going through a little bit of a transition and working up some new training methods and trying to simplify the process. And a couple of my ambassadors on my team have come up with something that's really good. But whatever you choose, the process has to be duplicatable. I think that's a word. I don't know. Anyway, what you want to do is you want to train your team, train your ambassadors, help get your level 1s, your level 2s, and your level 3s to silver, and do it in a method that once you work hand in hand with them, you can say, okay, here you go. See what I did with you? See how we work together as a team, your sponsor and me and us. Let's do this with your recruits, with your ambassadors. You want them to be able to then pick up from where you left off and have the ability, the confidence to be able to go on and do it. And if they need a partner, be there for them. If they need someone to guide them, be there for them. That's a given. Don't ever feel like you have to jump out there and do something on your own. But what we want and we're striving for is that you have a system in place and that it is easy for duplication, because that is what is going to lower your attrition rate. That is what is going to make people feel more comfortable in using the products, as well as sharing the business and growing a team for themselves. The last one, C in M.A.G.I.C, is probably one of the most important ones. It's consistency, consistency, consistency. Even when you feel it's getting you nowhere, even when you feel no one's listening, no one is paying attention, no one is liking, they are. I can promise you, I know we talk about it all the time, and I know it has to have happened to you. Out of the blue, someone will say, hey, I've been watching you, or I saw you post about this, and you're thinking to yourself, really? You've never even liked a single post of mine. You've never even said boo to me about Plexus, and now you want to talk to me about so-and-so? Well, fabulous, you know, and they're out there. But just like anything, they want to see consistency from you. They want to see that you are committed, that you're in this for the long haul. You know, we've got some great information on how you as a leader can support your team and your downline on helping them with consistency, on helping them as well as yourself approach Plexus from a successful posture to begin with, and some really good tips on Facebook posting. And, you know, I'll get all that loaded for you guys. But I had a conversation with someone the other day who is in my downline, and she, you know, was along the same lines. Nobody wants to hear about Plexus. Nobody's interested. I share it wherever I go, but I just can't. So I've stopped, and then I'll start again. And I'm like, look, the only difference between you and this business and you in any other business, Mary Jane's Cupcakes, is that you don't have a brick and mortar building. But what if customers X, Y, and Z drove down the road one day and saw Mary Jane's open, and then they were closed for a week, and then they were back open for a week? You'd go, what in the world is going on with that place down the street? Are they having problems? Or, you know, do they know what they're doing? Are they committed to this? Do they not like cupcakes? Are they just not sure yet? You know, I mean, you've got to think of it like that. People are watching you. This is your business. You are not only their friend, but you are a business owner, and you are the face of what you are representing. And they want to see that from you. So be consistent with your posting. Be consistent with your sharing. And, you know, and in your social groups and your outings with the sports activities or the school activities, don't puke Plexus on them. You drip on people, and it's as simple as dripping on them by wearing a cute hat like Cindy has to the PTA meeting, or, you know, carrying a Plexus bag, or wearing a drink pink shirt. Exactly. You know, let people see you are in the Plexus business. You live it, you believe in it, you love it. So there's the magic. It's pretty simple. Our assignment for you on this day number 8 is to start creating some magic on your own, within your own business and in your downline. Make your list. Comment when you're done. You know, that's 5 lists, 10 people each at a minimum. Continue approaching strangers. We want to hear from you. How is that going? What openings did you use? You know, they may be the exact opening somebody else is looking for. We just have to have this dialogue going. To piggyback on Cindy's day number 6 with the 3-way calling, G, to get the conversation going, is we need you to schedule at least one more 3-way call. Let us know. Tag us on this. Whoever your sponsor or your upline is on this challenge, tag them. Let them know what's going on. Talk to your upline about a duplication system. Give us, report back here. What's a brief outline of what your plan is for training and duplicating? And if you say, I am just clueless, I need help, then guess what? We're here to do that. And C is to just continue being consistent. Post, share, engage with your audience daily. Remember your friends' birthdays on Facebook. Drop them lines. Comment on their kids' pictures when they post about them. You know, but be genuine, just like you want people to be interested in your life. And the thing to remember is not only in being consistent, but be a picture of what you would be attracted to. Be a picture of what is going to make people want to be friends with you, want to do business with you, and want to be around you and hear what you have to say. And now that you're with Plexus, keep that negativity off of social media. Save it for somebody who cares off screen, you know, offline. Don't put it out there. Nobody's life is perfect. That is a given. No matter how picture perfect it seems, no matter what rank they are in Plexus, nobody's life is perfect. But what you will see from those that are successful is that they are consistent, they're not giving up, and they are putting the best of who they have out there every day. 1 or 2 posts a day, you know, that's all it takes. Just get it done, and get it done in a positive manner. And as always, work your DMO. We are here always to help you. We have you know, come together to offer this challenge, just to give you guys some tools, to offer some help, suggestions. Nothing is going to be a perfect fit for everyone. You can choose what is most likely fits and aligns with your personality, which most fits and aligns with your goals. And just know that the three of us, as well as your own personal sponsor and your sidelines, we're here to support you every step of the way. And we want to be on that stage with you really soon. And we can't wait to watch your Diamond Doc. Thanks. And we are looking forward to wrapping this up with day 9 and 10 coming up. Go conquer the world. Turn it pink. Bye.